Welcome to Fast Expression. It's the World Cup. So we've basically finished this second round. We're taking the third round now of the World Cup. So what we'll be doing, we'll be touching some of those amazing, outstanding teams, some teams that perform well, and those that doesn't perform well. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Let's start with England, bro. After their first game against Croatia, I'm like, bro, this English team are just wonderful. So basically, they played against a team that attack very well. And then against Ghana, a team that play low block. So very, very difficult. What happened, bro? What do you think went wrong?
Okay. First of all, England, good team, good squad, good manager. You understand? But that first game against Croatia, they were hyped. You understand? The team were actually hyped to play in the tournament. And also Croatia is an attacking team. You hardly see Croatia defend. Now, going into the game against Ghana, everybody thought that it was actually going to be an easy win for England. But, man, Ghana put in a performance. Yes, we might say that it's an haram performance, but still, Ghana put in a very performance.
They got a point.
They got a point. They are out to a round of 32.
Yes.
So, England now, what we are actually missing in that game was like 3 different key points. Number 1, a creative number 10. Jude Bellingham tried his best. People are just saying that he was just running around the field doing nothing, but he actually tried his best. He put in his game. You understand? But that Ghana defense was so compact and was so good.
Do you think they need a creative 10 that can come in when Jude Bellingham then done the play where they know if open up things, or like a creative 10 that will be starting?
Like let's say when will be first start. I mean, first tell you, say they need a creative 10. They actually need a creative midfielder. You understand? They want to be say if he give these breakthrough line passes for them, you understand?
We go fit make things like that now.
They may get this guy, they get Kopama now. They don't carry Kopama. Kopama, even though we're not saying that out of form, in the very creative. Bowen, even though Bowen no play exceptionally with waiting to go World Cup, at least Bowen can create sometimes. But I made mention of this thing that when they play against a defensive team, they need Trent Arnold. Because you can push Arnold into that midfield and Arnold will surely create for you. You understand? So that was where the challenge was there for them. When they remove Bellingham, they put in Rodgers and Eze. I'm not saying that Rodgers and Eze cannot be creative, but still, you saw how physical they are against the English team. You understand? So you need somebody that can just lay up and up through pass, like a set piece, anything that that can just penetrate through the Ghanaian defense. And it was lacking for England on that day.
I think it's always in as much as okay, man, the likes of them, Arnold was missing in that kind of game. Like if Arnold did that kind of game, at least if they give all those kind of true passes, if Kopama come for second half, he will come with like fresh leg, quickly fit pass, and Fleg will do that front well. That aside, I also feel like say Tuchel, they very stubborn. Do you understand? Otherwise, waiting Gordon be they play for like 80 minutes. Where your Rashford day that played in the last game and scored. Do you understand what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense for me to. Rashford came that day. He was so sharp.
He was involved.
He was involved and scored very fast. Rashford is basically faster than Gordon. He's sharper than Gordon. He can score more goals than Gordon.
He's a better finisher than Gordon.
Yes, I don't know what came on Tuchel head that he will use Gordon for 80 minutes. Like I was sitting down thinking, bro, do you really think you need this English job? Do you understand what I mean? Anything 60 minutes, so bro, don't come out, Gordon.
The only luck where they get.
No Rashford enter.
The only luck where England get, be say their last game now against Panama.
Yeah.
Imagine say they did in the situation with Portugal now, like the guys play team like Colombia. It is they for finish second, and then finishing second, they go just go play a very difficult side.
They're just lucky that they will play against Panama. They go beat Panama anyway. But I feel like they go still top the table. They go still top the table for that place.
Now waiting go happen, sure. But my one is a kudos to Ghana because I watched that match from beginning to end.
Yeah, even though we're gonna talk about Ghana, I think we should even talk about them now. I think, in as much as say we hate watch, you understand, and I mean it's siblings things, you understand, but man. What a tournament they are having.
They have not considered any goal.
They've not considered any goal. I mean, for an African team to go into that World Cup, that goals is flying everywhere and you did not concede. Okay, let's say Panama wasn't like, but you just played against England that scored 4 goals
against Croatia
before you, and you were able to defend them so well. Do you get it? So I think it's a very, very good one for Ghana. But do you think they can? How well do you think they can go? And their next game is against Croatia. Do you think they can get a point
against Croatia? They actually they will get a point because the same way they are going to set up against England. I think it's practically going to be I think it's practically going to be the same way they're going to set up against Croatia. They'll just be aiming to get a point. I think it's finished second and not finished third, because in this World Cup, finishing third means that you have to play a very, very difficult country. So I think they'll be aiming to finish second. And Croatia too, they were not even lucky enough to score like 2 goals. They just had only 1 goal. You understand? So it's actually going to be a very tough game. But I see Ghana getting a point from that game against Croatia.
Yeah, I think Ghana is basically one of the countries that really surprised me very well. So we can't. Kudos to you guys, but
still on still.
I will soon come out. I'm sure of that. Another country that really surprised us, bro. South Africa.
I watched that match yesterday night. I did a week they watched that match.
They picked their first draw against Czech Republic and they won their game against South Korea. For me, I was thinking South Korea is going to be like
God, you never understand. As I watch the game like this, South Africa they play South Korea ball. I was surprised.
But come to think of it, taking banter away, even that first game against Mexico, they played well. No, you understand? Like, I'm not saying like they play extremely well. They play normal. What we say, normally, what I was thinking, if Mexico no be host country, they forfeit get draw for that game. I saw the way they play game. They were playing well, but the confidence not just too daily. Now why you see say they not to perform. And I watched their game against Czech Republic, bro. They played well against Czech Republic and get a draw. You understand? And this last game, that's when they just showed the world that, bro,
South Korea, we are just lost in that game yesterday. They were lost.
I think South African, they use both energy.
They were very physical. That's early morning. They were very, very. I was watching the game. They were very, 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 very physical. Like they even had more chances to score like 3 to 4 goals over South Korea. South Korea were just.
They were nowhere to.
They were nowhere. There was not the South Korea we watched in the first game, and actually now they now finished third. Potentially they might actually play France or Spain or Argentina, any one of them most probably. So it's actually a good look. But kudos to South Africa for a very wonderful game. It was a wonderful game, and kudos to the coach too, because he had this belief that no matter what they were going to score. And if you could see his reaction yesterday when South Africa scored, you can tell that this man had a belief that they were going to win that game yesterday. So it's a big win for them.
And to even think about it, that about 70% of those players played in South Africa. You understand?
Not most of them play.
Yeah. So that's a very, very good one for South African. But you know what, South Africans, wanna go still go home. Go home, money.
South Africa will play. Well, probably they will play. I think you will play England or either France or either England or France. Yes.
All right, man. The another country I think that have really taken us by surprise is the Americans, bro. United States. They've won their 2 games now. They'll be playing the 3rd one against Paraguay, right?
No, I think Turkey.
Okay, yeah. They'll be playing the 3rd one against Turkey. Sorry. I mean, I think it shows that. I think American performance just shows that the European managers are such a good manager.
Yeah.
And Pochettino has put something extraordinary. Taking away, see, in as much as say we know in a host country, the fans deal with them, all those things, that there's some advantage we deal with them, but they play football.
Outside that, the first thing where I noticed Pochettino change for that American team, it was the mind to tell them that this is called football, not soccer. He's not telling them that you're going to play soccer. He's telling them that you're going to play football, not soccer. So, like I said, remember when I said that if Americans start calling football, calling soccer football, they'll actually play better. And the evidence is actually showing now. They have started calling it football. Like Tim Weir said the other day that playing football is not actually an easy thing, and with the fans behind them as they play is actually a good vibe for them. So at least they're beginning to adapt this notion that is no longer called soccer. This now is football. And actually, I'm quite surprised with the performance of the ESC because the last 2 games that they played, they have been absolutely phenomenal. Like the switch of play, the tempo, the way they attack teams, the way they play. You know, there's this composure about, and most of the players are very young. Like,
can we say that majority
very
of
young.
what even in the last 2 World Cup, I think some of them still playing Europe, but I think for the very first time in a very long time, majority of these players top European teams, from Juventus to Borussia Dortmund, like, you understand. So I think, do you think manager and the team and the club they played for in Europe kind of shaped them into preparing for this World Cup?
All kudos will go down to the manager, Pochettino, because actually I feel that he understood the assignments when he took the job, even though they're not going to go all the way. Understand? Like, he's trying to give the United States like an identity going into their own CONCACAF, North American, South American, this thing will be starting very soon. But I think he's trying to build an identity with this United States team. Yeah. You understand? And from the way he has imposed himself on the players, imposed his tactics, his principles, his philosophy on the players, you can tell that there's signs of improvement. Even the players now, being that they are no longer in Europe, they are in the States now, they are able to adapt very well. At least to a manager who has at least played the Champions League final, understand? So I feel that it's all down to both the managers and the players. The identity of the players to the philosophy of the manager for them to work very well like this.
How far do you think they can go?
They are already qualified for the round of 32. Maybe if they don't face a tough opponent in the round of 32, they will maybe round of 16.
Round of 16. That would be a good one, man. All right, man. Let's talk about Argentina, bro. What a tournament it has been. Messi flying high, 5 goals, 1 hat-trick, 1 brace. He'll be playing his final game against Jordan, and people are expecting that he's going to score a lot of goals there again, bro. I mean, to be candid, I think I need to raise my hand up for this Argentine team, because I think before the World Cup started, I'm like doubting them, because I feel like, okay, Di Maria is not in this team. I don't know if Messi alone can carry this team, you understand? But one good thing we must say about Argentina that differentiates them from any other team, I think, is that they play with their heart.
Okay, this Argentina team now, first of all, I will give flowers to who deserves his flowers. Lionel Andres Messi has been phenomenal in this tournament. It's like 5 goals in 2 games. He has actually been great. Like, the Argentine team are playing good football, comfortable football. I won't deny that. But let me just be sincere now. Like I said before, this Argentina team, they have the probability of going all the way to the final again. Yeah. You understand? But from the way I'm looking at it, when I watch them play, I can tell that if Lionel Messi is not in this team, I'm not sure they can perform up to the standard they are performing. The reason why Argentina are performing the way they are performing is because Messi is in the team. You understand? Having Messi in the team is like having 13 players, 2 players in 1. You understand? So he's their creator, their goal scorer, they're like, he's everything. Yeah. So I feel that Argentina have built their team too comfortably around Messi. And God forbid, if anything is to happen to him now, how will they build? How will they go from there? Because if you look at it now, they see him as their everything. They can't do without him. Like, their gameplay, their formation, everything is built around Messi. Yeah. You understand? And him being Messi is exceptional. He's an exceptional player. There's no doubt. There's actually no doubt. So, the funny thing is that Argentina, like, since the 2014, 2006 World Cup, they have not actually played. Okay, since 2014 World Cup, 2018, when they played a tougher opponents
against France
in the knockout stages, you understand how and that time Messi was actually playing, but he was not up to par. You understand? Yeah. The 2022 tournament, they played against Netherlands, and this tournament now, hopefully, as people are saying, that they might play against Portugal. So, what I'm trying to see is not that I'm giving every credit to the Argentina team because they are exceptional. They play together as a team, they play together as a family. But I want to see if they can play without Messi being there.
No, I don't think that's a question, because that's not going to happen presently. But one thing for sure, one thing I'm absolutely very, very sure of is this team, like I've said, man, this Argentine team, they play with their hearts. They may not have some exceptional player inside them, like the way you go to like Portugal or England, you go, they call top players like that. You should go to that play, go, they call them. They know they like very, very clinical, very, very exceptional. But every time they do that feed, they play with their heart.
Yes.
They play like their life depend on this game. We do not win this game. It's a shame to our country. You watch that game against Austria. The way they played, they weren't playing like very, very well.
That game
but at the end of the day, they got the result. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
But my point about this Argentine team, where I'm not that an absolute believer of them, is this. From that 2004, the last time they played a very, very good top 5 European team and won them in 90 minutes was in 2014.
Yes.
After that, they played against France.
They
were eliminated in 2018. In 2020, they played against in 2022, they play against 2 top European teams, which is Netherlands and France. Against Netherlands, definition penalty. Against France, definition penalty. So you can see that team, in as much as you can see that team is not like full quality, but they can play with their heart, and God is on back.
And that thing I will point out, as you make mention, just see, there is one thing that as an analyst, there's something we also have to put in place, and we have to actually call out. You know, like when they won the 2022 World Cup, kudos to them, good game, good tournament. You saw that there were controversies flying around the Argentina team on how they won the World Cup. Same situation now is beginning to trend again. I'm not discrediting the Argentina team for the way they play or anything, but we can see that their controversy, like against Austria now, the first goal that they scored, there was a foul on Konrad Laimer. And Konrad Laimer went to explain to the ref that, look, McAllister kicked me from the back. Yeah. And instead of the ref going to VAR or reviewing, he gave Laimer a yellow card for no good reason. So I know they're going to have a wonderful campaign, but controversies
have always
surrounded them. So that is just one thing. But Argentina, I feel against Jordan now, I did very sure 5-0, maybe minimum 5-6-0. Messi could score like 3 goals or 4 goals again. If he go start though.
Do you think Messi can win the highest goal scorer this time around? With Mbappe?
If he starts bad against Jordan, if he score against Jordan, Mbappe next game against Norway, so Mbappe highest maybe 1 or 2 goals. But if Messi can get a hat trick, that means 8 goals. Mbappe 6 goals or 5 goals. It depends on how far they can go. If they can go all the way, he might actually win the highest goal scorer. But I'm very sure. I don't know why I have this feeling that I feel that Mbappe is going to win the highest goal scorer.
I don't know why I also have the feeling that I don't feel like Argentina will go far in this World Cup. I've been saying it, and people. See, they may even win their 3 games in the group stage, but I don't feel like they will go far.
I think I would like to see that test of strength against Cape Verde.
Yeah, that if they qualify, they're likely.
Yeah, they qualify. Like if Cape Verde qualify, they're going to play Argentina. I would like them to play. It's been difficult. I would like them to play like, for example, this Japanese team. If they can play this Japanese team, they can play the Dutch team.
But I also feel, that's why I think the importance of Messi come to play in this Argentine team. And I've said it, man. Argentina without Messi would be useless. Obviously, the respect and the fear people have for Messi alone, is unique. When he's inside that team, no matter, in as much as say, would they see Messi know they too run, they move around.
Understand?
People they fear. Do you understand what I mean? You know, say, if he gets small chance like he is scoring. He's done with you. In fact, even when he hold ball, the way they move to him, the respect is so much, the fear is so much, you understand? So I'm absolutely very, very sure that if you remove him from Messi from that Argentine team, they will be so ordinary. Yeah.
But that is actually a difficult job to take him out of the team. That is
No, you can't.
Very, very difficult.
Until next World Cup. Alright, man, let's talk about the last game, which is Portugal. Bro. One drew their first game and everybody was bashing Cristiano Ronaldo. He played against what's his name? Uzbekistan. Scored 2 and Ronaldo say, I'm back.
You know the funniest thing? People think that Portugal winning that game 5-0 was just because they're playing against Uzbekistan. Guy, even Colombia struggled to beat Uzbekistan. There are some teams that Uzbekistan is going to play, and Even during their qualifier, they played 6 games. They lost only 1 against Qatar.
Yeah.
So you don't just underrate a team that way. But that was actually the Portugal that people have been asking for. That kind of performance. If they can keep showing up like that, like I said, if they can keep performing at that kind of quality, at that kind of length, at that kind of wavelength, you can see that they can actually, how will I put it now? You can see that they can actually go far. They can actually do much more better. Uzbekistan, Portugal, the game started. Everybody were wondering, is Ronaldo going to score? Is he going to score? Is he going to score? Because everybody are looking for a way to banter. Oh yeah, nah, Baba don't score now. People they see Tottenham against Uzbek. What you now want me this man do? What do you guys even want him to do?
That's my problem.
What do you guys want him to do?
That's my problem with quite a lot of fans, quite a lot of Messi's fans. Because if Ronaldo did not score in a game, he's finished. If he score in a game and it's a tapping, he's a master of tapping. If he score in a game and he score on a penalty, he's a penalty. If he score in a game and he score from a long range, the keeper is useless. If he score 3 goals or 2 goals against a country, the country, they are rate 40 something or 100 and something. Like, there's nothing this man will do that haters will not talk about him or hate him the more. See, but there's one thing I love about him. He doesn't fucking care.
See, there's one thing, I was watching a movie the other day. It's actually a Roman gladiator movie. And a man made a statement in that movie. He said, if Alexander the Great was humble, he wouldn't have conquered the unknown world.
Yeah.
If Napoleon was humble, he would have conquered half of the world with his French army. You understand? Even if Spartacus was humble, he wouldn't have led the revolution against Rome.
Yeah.
They have to understand one thing. People, an average man, people naturally like Ronaldo, not because he's a better footballer than Messi.
I've said it. Me, I've not watched any greater player than Cristiano Ronaldo. The Ronaldo that I watch in Manchester United, nothing come close to it. To me. Number 2, he made me fall in love with football. Do you understand? I was watching football just normal. 2002, 2003, until he signed for Manchester United. In fact, when he signed for Manchester United, his first game, I'm like, can this guy take over from David Beckham? Like, but man, I started watching him. He kept developing, and he made me fall in love. Look at it. If you think it is this time that me, I'll start judging the GOAT debate, you're lying.
No.
I judged the GOAT debate from 2012 to 2016. When both of them were at their prime. That is when I judged my GOAT. That is when I decided that this young man, this is the person that is my GOAT. Not when he's becoming old or when he's old. You think it is now that Ronaldo is 41. I'll start arguing with you that Ronaldo and Messi is GOAT or Ronaldo is. No! I made my judgment when they were at their prime. I made my judgment from 2008 to 2018. That is when I made my own judgment. And I say, these young guys in their prime, in their early 30s, so my best player is Cristiano Ronaldo. Because number 1, he had it more than him. He won the European, he won the Euro. He won more Champions League than him at that particular point in time. He went to different league more than him at that particular. So that was then that I decided that, okay, Cristiano Ronaldo is my GOAT. Now, I don't care what you say anymore.
In fact, let me even retract my earlier statements. In fact, I'm going to scratch my earlier statements. In fact, now, let me even, from 2005, from 2004, rather, I began watching football. 2003, I began watching football. 2003, 2004, I began watching football. Or, when I started watching football, I watch Luis Figo, I watch Raul. I've watched so many players, but when I saw Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of 18, when he kicked a ball, I just knew that this was my player for me. Nothing you won't tell me again. 2009, I watched Ronaldo for Man United, I watched Ronaldo, Man United, I watched Ronaldo, Real Madrid, I watched Ronaldo, Juventus, I watched Ronaldo, Saudi now. Guy, from 2008, like you said, to 2018, no worry. see, I'm not saying that Messi is not a good footballer. He's a good footballer, but
we
you can't even argue it. But see, nothing compliments my heart and nothing gives me joy than watching Cristiano Ronaldo play football. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it here first. You heard it here first. The day that Cristiano Ronaldo retires from world of football, I can bet you so many people will lose interest in football.
Absolutely. That's why in one of my videos I said it now that all these Portuguese need to start cherishing the moment they are enjoying presently, because as soon as Ronaldo retires from that Portuguese team, guys, you're not going to enjoy this attention. You're not going to enjoy all this media. Now you are talking, you're talking, you're giving press release. People will want to listen to you. You think you're the one.
Even the media is going to crumble because they will not be seeing the person that they're going to be using for clicks.
Yeah, that's just it.
They will not be ESPN, Fox News,
There's something somebody said to me. He was like, he loved all Argentine players, even to their clubs, that he loved them. When they are playing for their club, he want them to perform. That why we Ronaldo fans don't like Portuguese team like this. And I gave him a scenario. I'm like, what made you to love all these players so much is because you saw the way they respect Messi, the way they play for Messi. That is why you love all of them like that. If today Portugal start playing for Ronaldo, they start respecting Ronaldo very well, I will fucking love them. Bro, do you know what? I hate that lot. But during this World Cup, I saw the love he's showing for Ronaldo. I saw the respect he's showing for Ronaldo. And I'm like, Dalot, you're going to play for Manchester United for the next 10 years. I fucking love you. Do you understand? There was a moment where Dalot, after the game, Dalot go meet Ronaldo. He tell him, I beg, give me your shirt again. Ronaldo give her a shirt. Ronaldo collect his own. He can collect one thing from Ronaldo when he who for her. Like, total respect.
Respect and time.
Yes. Now, why I love Dalot and I will love him for the rest of my life. From now, Dalot, I don't ever complain about you again. So that's the fact. Do you understand what I mean? So me, as far as you love Ronaldo, you respect Ronaldo in that Portuguese team, I'm going to respect you and I'm going to love you.
Like Ruben Diaz, love him. Necessarily, Ruben Diaz, love him. Renato Vega. You know, see, Ronaldo is not just a football. See, I'll say this and I'll keep saying this. Ronaldo transcends football. Messi is football. Mm-hmm. Messi is football, but Ronaldo transcends football.
No be lie.
You can't deny the facts. He's the most influential human being on earth outside Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Let me just leave it at Michael Jackson because outside Michael Jackson, Cristiano Ronaldo is the most influential human being on
so
earth.
Basically, we can just say he is now.
He's the most influential human being on earth.
Yeah.
And this guy transcends football. So whether you like him or you hate him, you discredit him, you don't want him.
That game against Uzbekistan, he was so smart. If you watch the second goal, right? That Bruno Fernandes gave him that pass.
He told him, he told him, wait, let me run.
Wait first. Because saying no get speed again. Now he moved. Then he now pointed to where Bruno should give him that pass. I think what all Cristiano Ronaldo fans should be doing now is what this guy did. There's is it KDB?
Kevin De Bruyne.
No. This guy that is a Facebook content creator. He likes Ronaldo. KDC. There's something he did last week, and I love it so much. The idea that he could analyze every Ronaldo step. Do you understand? And bring it out, because media will not do that. What he did was to analyze all his moves. That was when I saw the way he controlled that game before Bruno gave him that pass. Even during the free kick, he told Nuno Mendes that, you know what, you're gonna do it, but I'll do like I'm the one that will play it. Nuno Mendes now say okay. And when it was time for Nuno Mendes to play that free kick, Ronaldo asked the players to spread, and they spread and they hit that ball. So basically, he is the proper team player, but because maybe he doesn't show.
Yes.
People think he doesn't. Ronaldo is one of the best team player in the world. Because he tells you what to do, you do it, and they get results.
You're even going far. Didn't you see the second free kick that he wanted to play? That he left it for Bruno. He just did as if he wanted to go and stand in the wall. Bruno saw him. Bruno just slips the.
That was so
that
smart.
Keeper was very. I think that keeper wasn't very smart. That would have been an easy goal.
Easy goal.
So see, if Portugal can just see, I'm not even asking for too much. I would have taken time to analyze this Portuguese team, but I'm not asking for too much. Just just make up your mind. Understand one thing, this Portuguese team. Please, if you're going to get this video, understand this. You're not just playing for Cristiano Ronaldo, you're playing for yourselves.
Yeah.
Because you guys are getting old. Ronaldo is here to give you the landmark that he has done the work in the previous years with other players. Now he's going to be leaving very soon. This World Cup you're playing, you're not playing it for just him, you're playing it for yourself. Because give or take 4 years from now, who knows what might happen to the Portuguese team.
Yeah.
So give your all in this tournament. You have to give your all in this tournament. You have to play for him. If Ronaldo tells you to play for him, you play for him. We are not asking you, we are not even going to beg you. You understand? We are not, we tell you, you guys are Europeans, you guys know how you guys do your thing. But we're going to tell you one thing. He's the most loved man on earth. And I understand that he's going to be a bit envious, or it might be a bit condescending to some of you, but you just have to accept the fact that this guy is your biggest player and your biggest person you're going to have in your history.
Yeah.
So you just have to work with him.
All right, man. So how far do you think Portugal can go? Let's finish this section.
If, like I said before, I have to watch them against Colombia. If they can play against Colombia, I can see them playing against Argentina. If they can see, if Portugal can find a way to overcome Argentina, Portugal will get to the final.
That's a big
the biggest issue they have is playing that day, because that day you know that Argentina are going to play with their life.
Yeah,
it's going to be a war. But means I'm even praying that they don't even play the Argentina. They can just finish first and not play the Argentina.
They will not play Argentina until
they should not play the Argentina
final also, because but I think this Portuguese team, I think they can win Colombia, to be candid. Because Colombia too no be that kind very defensive.
No,
they attack well.
They attack, they come out.
So if you score, so spaces go there. I'm sure in fact, I'm even tipping Ronaldo to score 2 goals against Colombia again.
I'm seeing him score a penalty.
Yes, I feel like he's going to score his first penalty against Colombia. So I think they're gonna win that game, and I said it, man. Portugal has all what it takes to get to the final. So I'm
you just have to play a serious football.
Yeah.
Finish. That is all.
All right, man. Nice one, bro.